Reference USA is a searchable business and consumer research database with detailed information, including addresses and phone numbers of over 20 million U.S. and Canadian businesses, 220 million U.S. and Canadian residents, and 850,000 U.S. healthcare providers. It also includes information on U.S. new homeowners and new businesses. To locate the database from the Ford Library page, select Databases, A to Z List. Then click Reference USA. Reference USA contains not only U.S. business profiles, but also available U.S. jobs and internships, new businesses, U.S. standard white pages as well as Canadian white pages, Canadian businesses, one source for international company coverage, healthcare providers, consumer information, as well as information on new homeowners. I'll begin by searching for U.S. businesses. For a single business or executive, enter the name and location as needed. Select the company. Reference USA contains location and contact information, job openings, an industry description, a brief business description, maps and directions, business size including number of employees as well as sales, key executives, company news, estimated expenditures, plus historical data, state company filings, nearby businesses, and a competitor's report. Let's do a new search and use the advanced search option to locate Eastern North Carolina boat companies. There are many options to create a list of companies. For this exercise, I'll search by keyword as well as area code. Then I'll enter the keyword boat to pick up all selections for boats. Note as I click each item, it appears in the selected area. Now I'll enter the area codes 910 and 252, both of which cover Eastern North Carolina. Now I'll click View Results. My list contains basic company details such as executive name, address, and phone number. In addition, know that you can download up to 250 items per search. To do that, click here. This will get all on this page, then go to the next page and repeat. Afterwards, click Download. Begin by selecting your file format. Then include how much data you need, whether it's the summary, the complete record, or custom. Within custom, you can select from all items, or narrow by company, by management, or by corporate information. Then click Download Records.
Demographics Now, brought to you by Gale, delivers the data you need to make sound business decisions. With Demographics Now, you can analyze the demographic and market potential of any geography in the U.S. To search for demographic information for a particular location, such as counties, states, the entire U.S., or a specific address, to discover factors such as income, age, etc. for a specific location, simply select the demographic search option from the homepage. As you can see, upon selecting the demographics option, the default geography location is set to the entire United States. To change the location, simply place your cursor in the geography selection box in the upper left-hand corner and type in a city, state, zip code, or a specific address. Or if you prefer, simply click on the Edit button in the geography selection box. For this example, I will enter multiple locations to compare the demographic and market potential, and by doing so, I will demonstrate both methods of geography selection. First, let's enter an address directly into the box. I will use the address of Gale headquarters. Note that I don't have to be exact, in that I can leave off the zip code or skip entering commas and it will automatically locate the address. Next, I will enter additional addresses by clicking on the Edit button. I'm going to select the Create link next to Custom Radii Drive Times. When creating a custom radii drive time using this method, there are three options. You can enter an address, enter coordinates, latitude and longitude, or select a location by clicking on a map. See the map tutorial to understand how this is done. I'm going to enter an address. I'll type in the address for the White House in Washington, D.C. as an example. I'll then click on Add Point button. I can compare up to 16 additional geographic locations if I want to compare various locations against one another. For this example, I am comparing specific addresses to compare the demographics of the two locations. However, you can choose any of the other options in the Select Geography category, such as zip code, counties, metro CBSAs, to compare to as well. So you can compare a city to a state to a county, for example. They do not have to be identical geography types. After you type in the address or addresses that you want demographic details for, simply click on OK, and the default demographic details related to age and sex of the population for these locations will display. To edit the geographic range of the report, you can manipulate the distance by entering in a new number and/or viewing the distance in miles, kilometers, or minutes or drive time. I'll change my range to 10 miles from the original address in order to get a larger view of the demographics in the general area near the White House. And finally, I will change miles to drive times to compare the geographies that are a 10-minute drive from each location. We are currently viewing the age by sex comparison report. You can view a variety of different reports for this geographic location by manipulating the report type box. The first thing to note is that there are 3 different report types that you can view. The first is a comparison report, which displays multiple geographies as columns, so you can easily see how geographies compare to one another. The second type is the summary report that delivers demographic information on a single geographic area or on a group of geographic areas summarized into a single value. The last type is a rank report. The rank report sorts geographies based on a single demographic variable from high to low. Some of the comparison report options include consumer expenditure comparisons, retail sales potential comparison, as well as various U.S. Census comparisons. For this example, let's choose the Consumer Expenditure Comparisons report. This report shows us on average what the consumer expenditures are annually on a variety of goods for the geographic locations we have selected. If you want to print the report, simply click on the print icon located in the File Options box. If you would like to export the report, you may download the file in PDF, Excel, or Word formats. And remember, at any time you can easily edit your geography selection or choose to view another report type for the current location by toggling the report type options. Finding demographic information for a location has never been easier. Gale's Demographics Now provides access to over 23 million sales leads. If you're looking to put together a sales lead list or a marketing mailing list, Demographics Now offers a quick and easy way to identify and locate leads that will efficiently improve your marketing and selling efforts. To get started, let's choose the Looking for Businesses Start Now link from the homepage. There are two search options available to locate sales leads. The first is the Business Quick Search. This is a great search to use if you know the company name, phone number, or executive's name and quickly want to access the business profile. The second option is the Business Custom Search. The Custom Search provides a list of options you have available to create your custom list. Here, you can generate a list of businesses by specifying criteria such as company name, business type, size, ownership, credit rating, and so much more. Let's try a business custom search now. For this demonstration, imagine you own a landscape company in the Ann Arbor, Michigan area, and you are looking to identify new clients to sell your services to. In fact, one of your prime targets are property managers and leasing companies, since tenants more often than not are not required to maintain their landscaping themselves, leaving the property management companies responsible for coordinating the service. To generate this lead list, we will first limit our geographic location to Ann Arbor and the metro areas surrounding the city proper. To do this, I will simply type in Ann Arbor, Michigan in the geography selection box, and note that the drop-down menu that appears allows me to either select the city or the CBSA. I prefer the wider area, so I will select the CBSA. Next, we will search for leads by business type. You have three options here: SIC, NAICS, and keyword by industry code. As a general tip, if you are completely unsure of what to call an industry or what keywords to use in a search, you can use the major industry group search options on the left. This option will allow you to browse through industry names until you are able to locate the industry you are most interested in. Since I am not familiar with the industry names or what to search on, I will browse the major NAICS industry groups. Looking at the list, I think real estate and rental and leasing is the closest category to what I am looking for, so I will expand it. Under this category, I see lessors of residential buildings and lessors of non-residential buildings. Since both are viable targets to sell landscape services to, I will select them both. Now, because I am creating a sales lead list, I want to exclude any businesses from my list that have gone out of business. Under Special Selects, I am going to select Out of Business. This will allow me to limit my search to companies in business. It is important to keep in mind that you have other options too. You can search by business size, business ownership, and financial details such as a credit rating, amongst other criteria. At any time, as you add or delete criteria as you create your custom lead list, you can click on the Update Count button to view the number of leads. Please keep in mind that as the database is continually updated, the actual number may vary from what we've found specifically for this tutorial. To view the lead list, simply click on the View Results button. Now we are looking at a list of lessors and property management companies that I can call on to sell my landscaping services to. To view the business profile, for any company in your list, simply select the company and click on the Details button. The Business Profile page provides a nicely formatted view of all aspects of the company, including annual sales, credit score and risk, in addition to nearby businesses and nearby competitors. You can print this page by clicking on the Print button, or you may download the contents by using the Download button. It is important to note that the maximum number of businesses that you can view detailed reports on screen at one time is 10. To get back to the complete list of companies, click on the Back button. You may download this complete list by selecting all companies in the list and clicking on the Download button. This will provide you with options of downloading the summary or detailed list. To view all of the information about a company, you will want to download the detail report. It is also important to note that the maximum number of businesses that you can download at one time is 100. Once you download your list, it can be refined further in Excel, saved in your My Documents folder, or uploaded to a database. You can select a number of these companies and view them on a map by clicking on the View Map button at the top right of the list. Gale's Demographics Now provides a quick and accurate solution to identifying who your competition is. If you want to identify competitors in Demographics Now, simply use the Business Households section of the product. Let's walk through exactly how this can be done. From the homepage, click on Looking for Businesses or the Business/Households tab to access the list of businesses within Demographics Now. In order to identify your competition, we need two pieces of information: a specific geography and a business type. Let's start with geography. You can define a market size for any geography. This can be a specific address, a city, a zip code, a county, a custom geography you define from the map, or any other geography selected from the geography menu. For this example, let's define a market size from your business address by simply typing that in the geography selection box in the upper left section of the product. We will enter a hypothetical business address of 2000 West Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. Next, let's specify that customers who frequent your business live within a 5-minute drive time of that address. You may decide to use an 8-minute or 10-minute drive time, and you can easily type that in to get a different boundary. Or you may decide to use distance around your business instead of drive time, and therefore could use any fraction and the miles indicator. For example, 0.5 miles, 1.3 miles, etc., etc. The second piece of information you will need is the type of business you are in. For this example, our business is a coin-operated laundromat. Since we are only looking to find similar businesses that compete with our business, we will need to input the business type to filter out other businesses. You can do this by first selecting the Business Custom Search tab. In order to view all of the selections to filter the results, next click on Expand All to expand all of the available filters. There are 3 ways you can select or filter your search to include only those businesses that compete with your business. First, you can view the list of SIC codes and then select the specific SIC code that represents the business type you are interested in. Second, you can view the list of NAICS codes and then select the specific NAICS code that represents the business type you are interested in. Both SIC and NAICS codes are the standard numbering systems used by federal statistical agencies in classifying business establishments for the purpose of collecting, analyzing, and publishing statistical data related to the U.S. business economy. NAICS was set up in 1997 and was intended to replace the SIC numbering, but never actually caught on, even though NAICS codes provide a greater level of detail about a firm's activity than SIC codes. The final method of identifying a specific business type within Demographics Now is by using the keyword search. This is an easy way of searching the text descriptions of NAICS or SIC codes rather than looking at and expanding the tree menus as previously demonstrated. Since businesses have primary and secondary codes assigned to them, for example, grocery stores may be categorized under grocery, but also under pharmacy if they fill prescriptions. You will need to select from the radio buttons whether you want to search the primary or all of the assigned codes, in addition to whether you want to search SIC or NAICS. You will note that there are also search filters specifically for an 8-digit SIC keyword and yellow page headings that can be used in the same manner as we just discussed. Just keep in mind that not all businesses in Demographics Now are assigned an 8-digit SIC code or are listed in the yellow pages, so your results will not return all of the businesses if you use these filters for this purpose. For this example, we will use the keyword search to look for our business type. When searching by keyword, it is important to note that some trial and error may be required to find the exact business type you are looking for. Let's demonstrate this. We will first search by primary NAICS code by clicking on the appropriate radio button. Next, we will type in laundromat and click the lookup button, and immediately see that it returns no results. We will next try a different spelling and change it to laundry and click on lookup again. With this keyword, we have several categories, except none indicate a coin-operated laundromat. In fact, there are listings for non-coin operated, which is exactly the opposite of what we are looking for. So we try again by typing in coin to see if that will find what we are looking for. From the results of this search, we have located NAICS code 812310, coin-operated laundries and dry cleaners, which is pretty close to what we are looking for. We click on that entry and it appears in the selected box below. One last thing to do before we click on search, and that is to scroll down to the out of business filter under special selects and click that box. We do this so that we only receive businesses that are active in our results list. We now click on View Results, and we have a list of businesses that are within 5 minutes drive time of our location and operate as coin-operated laundromats, our direct competition. If we want to map these locations, we simply select them all by clicking on the square button to the left of the company name heading, and then select View on Map. To show the names of these businesses, we simply click on the label icon next to Business List in the Mapping Tools list. We can also add an annotation to the red dot in the center that will label that as our business. We do this by clicking on Map Annotations and then clicking on Add Annotation. We then can add our name and select a business icon to represent it. We can add a description if we like, change the font size, and also decide to show the description only when our cursor hovers over it. We can export this map or email it for printing later. One last item. We can return to the list of businesses by clicking on the Business/Households tab and selecting Details up on the right to view the detail information on these competitors, as well as print them directly from that screen, or alternatively, download them to an Excel format. One thing to remember is that if you have more than 10 competitors showing, you can only view the details on screen 10 at a time. Find your competition, map them to show their locations, and print out a business summary on each one of them. It's that easy with demographics now.
For over 20 years, Brainfuse has been providing online help to students all over the country. Founded in 1990 to diagnose and build college reading, writing, and math skills. Simply take the diagnostic quiz and see which areas need improvement. From there, interactive tutorials can be accessed. If the content gets too challenging, simply click the Live Help button to be instantly connected with a tutor. Since students are always on the go, the Brainfuse app was created so that these tools could be accessed by smartphone at any time. After a quick download, students are able to connect instantly with a live tutor or access the vast bank of online instruction. Our collaboration tools work to bring your faculty and students together online. The Meet platform allows students to schedule online study groups where they can meet together over the whiteboard. Professors have the ability to schedule sessions as well to meet with students virtually. Through use of the Brainwave, users have the ability to create a lesson through the whiteboard. Once the Brainwave has been created, it can be shared and viewed as an interactive video. The Faculty Dashboard is a useful tool that gets faculty involved in online tutoring. Faculty have the ability to target at-risk students easily and efficiently. Faculty can assign live tutoring, the writing lab, tutor match, or the skills workshop to any student. After detailing the specifics of the assignment, faculty simply assign tutoring to one or more students. Targeted students will receive an email with the assignment and with one click be instantly connected to a tutor or the writing lab. Once a student receives a tutoring task, faculty can track what takes place. A video of the session can be watched or the writing lab submission can be viewed. In addition, faculty has the option to copy tasks to use at any time in the future. The Faculty Dashboard is a powerful tool that gives those on the front line the ability to reach out to at-risk students and introduce them to all the academic resources both online and on campus. Brainfuse has been serving the higher education community for years. Through this platform, students can experience 24/7 help with experienced tutors focused on academic success. By being the support behind the support, Brainfuse continues to be a vital tool for all types of students. Research has shown that after partnering with Brainfuse, retention is 11% to 13% greater among users. 86% of students surveyed report grade improvement from live tutoring and 77% from the writing lab. In an ever-evolving academic ecosystem, Brainfuse continues to develop and support students' academic success.
This is Mango Languages, built to help you start the conversation in over 70 world languages and dialects by gaining proficiency in speaking, listening, reading, and culture. It's language learning done right, covering topics and phrases that you'll actually use in real conversations. We take those phrases and break them down piece by piece, allowing you to commit them to memory. You'll notice Mango's unique color mapping, helping you connect the language intuitively, seeing the relationships between words and stealthily picking up grammar cues. And Mango is interactive, helping you to sound out even the trickiest words. Mango only uses audio from native speakers, so you can hear new words correctly and say it right with voice comparison, a better way to gauge your pronunciation by seeing and hearing it compare to our native speaker audio. Strengthen your knowledge with our grammar and cultural notes, gaining grammar competency and context and a deeper cultural understanding. And when it's time to bring everything back together, you'll have the confidence to do it yourself and even build upon what you've learned, empowering you to start the conversation. Visit mangolanguages.com to try it for yourself.
you.